Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome cross watchers for Gemini, and if you're brand new to the channel, happy to have you land here. Do come into the comments, say hello, let me know where you are tuning in from. I read the comments every day, every night, late into the wee hours, and I do my best to reply to all. So come and say hello. It'll help me kind of acclimate to your energy. And it's fun to see where people are coming in from around the world, you know. Very eye-opening. Okay, so I'm going to start with Law of Attraction Oracle, just to kind of activate the reading. We do now have Mercury retrograde, which started 2 days ago on the 9th. And we have the new moon in about a week. So we're kind of just in the adjustment to the retrograde. It starts in the sign of Sagittarius and will then pop back into Scorpio for a bit before turning around on the, I forget when it turns around, 29th. Okay, so yeah. A lot. Let me go ahead and pull this card. You have the reversed message for the card that says unfolding. And it says trying to rush the outcome may be creating tension. Loosen your grip and let life surprise you. I love that for Gemini, all those little keywords in there. Now, the upright message says, your path doesn't need to be fully visible. It reveals itself moment by moment. Let go of the pressure to know everything now, Gemini. Stay present and allow each step to emerge naturally. So that would be the hint as to how to pull back from rushing an outcome, okay? You don't want to create more tension needlessly. So this day that I'm recording this is 11/11. It is a very special sacred portal. You know, we have portals at 8/8, at 9/9, at 10/10, but 11/11 is, other than 8/8, 11/11 is the next most powerful portal of the year, in my opinion, and especially for twin flame. Not exclusively for, but especially for twin flame. So this is a spread that sort of focuses on soulmates, twin flames, and it's not one that I regularly use on the channel. So I will walk you through it, whoops, and then do a little clarification. Okay, so card number 1, 9 of Cups. That is your soul split, how your person sort of is an extension of you. In the 9 of Cups, we can be talking about feeling sort of balanced and like we're in good energy, nothing over the top. 9 of Cups can be a little bit of complacency at times, almost like, well, you know, things are good, I don't want to rock the boat. But that's not how this is coming through. This is how this person is an extension of your energy. And I feel like it's a lot about wish fulfillment, right? This is where we kind of feel an emotional sense of self-satisfaction and like, yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. It's a wish fulfilled. Now, in the soul complement, how does this person amplify your energy or show you how to be better? We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about expansion and abundance. The wheel moves in our favor or it doesn't move at all, right? It's fate, it's karma, it's destiny. It talks about divine time. So this person may be a good amplifier of that part of you that says there's a bigger plan. And we're just open to the timing of it, okay? Which is a perfect response to your oracle saying, try not to rush that outcome, right? Because it can create tension. Loosen your grip, let life surprise you. This is a card that would let life surprise you in divine time. The lesson here, Knight of Cups. All good things come to those who wait. This is what you haven't learned so far, is that there is, value in emotional vulnerability. There's value in it. And as that is offered to you, not to take it lightly, like not to kind of pass it off as something that's just commonplace, because it's not. This is also a card of romance. And so, it's about love languages and being open and receptive to someone's method of demonstrating their love. And now, what's the blessing? Interesting. What have you missed at times while either focusing on the negative or worry or doubt, self-doubt, doubt of, the outcome happening in the way and time frame that you want it? What's the blessing? Then, that all the answers, first of all, are within, right? So it's more about an inward search for some clarity is the blessing, like to better understand what blocks you put in your own way. But it's also a card of like, a pivot or, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, guys. This Mercury retrograde thing is already killing me. I'll think of it. But for now, it's a decision card. And it's basically saying, don't get lost out there in the weeds. The answers are within you. And don't get overwhelmed by all the possibilities. Quiet the noise, go within. She's got those two swords up, right? And she's seated and she's blindfolded. So she's not in danger because the swords are super huge, like almost unwieldy, right? And so as you go internal for your clarity and for, the purpose of the decision that you have to make. The word I was looking for, thank you. Crossroads, right? When you come upon a crossroads, a pivot, that's why I said pivot, a crossroads. Which way am I going? The blessing is, what you may be missing is that the answers you already have. It's like Dorothy with, the ruby slippers. This is sort of your ruby slippers card as the blessing. My apologies for just open head, scramble brain. Yeah. What's the warning here? What can you learn that will help you maintain your connection in a healthy way? Don't get lost in the past, the regrets of the past, the mistakes of the past, 5 of Cups, right? Don't fall to your knees trying to mop up what's been spilt, because there are still 2 cups behind you, and those cups are filled. And it is the Soulmates card, the 2 of Cups. So what spills, spills, and that was then, this is now, you're not going back that way. So I love that this is a little bit of a warning, meaning, you don't want to get too rooted in the past. You want to be able to let it go. And then what is heartwarming here? What do you need to know for the future? I kind of like the Tower in this position. What do you need to know for the future? What positives will this person bring to your life moving forward? It's that awakening. It's sort of the eyes flying open and saying, oh my gosh, this is so important, and it could change everything. I mean, the Tower isn't always about things being destroyed. It's about what's being revealed, what's helping you see where there might be cracks in the foundation so you can shore it up in advance of catastrophe, right? So there's a positive here also with, something that's unexpected that kind of, really gets your attention and creates a paradigm shift. This person may be what they may be bringing to your life that's positive. and what the future might hold is that you sort of break out of an old mold. Okay? You break out of an old mold because you are at a crossroads, able to make a competent decision, a well thought out decision, because you checked in with yourself. You got clarity for yourself. So nothing needs to come tumbling down, but we can sort of break out of what it is that's been holding us back. Our focus on negative, our impatience with timing, self-doubt, worry, anxiety. All those are, very common in relationship, but it's like when the lid blows off with the tower, sometimes what comes through is something brand new. It's a new foundation to build something on, so that you're not living in something decrepit. So I'm seeing the tower in a positive light. There are positive interpretations, and it also is telling you that whatever happens, happens for a reason and for the better. Okay, so keep that in mind for those of you, who live in dread of tower energy. I don't, because I'm like, oh, thank God, because I am so tired of myself right now that I could use a little of the outer shell cracking and falling away to reveal, the new, youthful, optimistic, me. So think of it that way. That might be more helpful. Okay, so that's the general energies that we're working with, and now I'm going to do a little bit of clarifying for some cards and more for others. So I want to look at one card for the Nine of Cups. Whoop. 10 of Wands. Yeah. This is wish fulfillment and the relief that brings. So your person is an extension of you by not really carrying a burden unnecessarily, being able to offload that heavy negative energy or something that has been burdensome, that has made the journey more difficult than it needs to be. Sitting in this beautiful energy of, wow, this is what it feels like. This is comfortable. It's balanced. It's, nurturing. It gives me a sense of hope for things to come, right? Wish fulfillment. And so that is lovely that this is the extension of your energy that your person is carrying with them. Now let's see how they amplify you or make you better. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords, helping you see some, Ace of Pentacles, wow, and the Two of Cups. I knew I needed all three there. So what we've got is sort of more awakening energy there with that. I know I've got some glare on me here. Let's see. Is that that's a little better. I know it makes me a little darker, but oh well. You can see the cards better. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. And what this person amplifies is that there's a bigger plan for us. And all we have to do is sort of be open to the insights that are being given us by Spirit, to this new beginning, Ace of Pentacles, because our souls are already dancing together. And so it's almost exciting. It's all gifted energy here. Gift, gift, gift. So this person amplifies that energy or sort of imprints that upon you somehow, some way. That, I see this. This is the one. This is my person. Ace of Pentacles, it's a whole new beginning. I don't have to spend all my time in my regrets and my mistakes, right? And underneath the energy is just all about the two of you partnering, being like true soulmates, true partners at the level of heart and soul. Super lovely. All right, Knight of Cups, the lesson. What haven't you learned so far? There's one. Oh my. Little Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups again. So I think maybe what you could use to learn here, we've got the bookends of the Knight of Cups. So it's conscious awareness and unconscious awareness. And maybe your edges are just a little bit too, like you're looking for something really specific here. Nine of Pentacles is, she's the single person in the tarot, but very independent, fiercely independent, autonomous, not at all enmeshed with her beloved or with anybody really. Often has lots of suitors. We could call the Knight of Cups a suitor, somebody who's trying to romance you, right? And then we got the Queen of Swords. And I'm feeling like that's part of the issue. It's like, do you have a checklist? When you're with this person, are you opting for checking boxes? Are you being maybe a little too circumspect? A little too cool for school? As this person is demonstrating to you in every way conceivable that their heart's right there on a silver platter, that they're coming in with their emotional vulnerability, with an offer from their heart, with the desire to romance you. I mean, are you missing that? It's the Queen of Swords. Now, I love me some Queen of Swords. But in her reversed energy, she can be a little bit of an ice queen. Especially if she's, looking for a specific answer. It's like, again, missing the forest for the trees. So keep just, something to consider, because you have got some energy here that feels appropriately, emotionally like an open book. And if you give it time, your questions will be answered. Okay, now, the blessing, Two of Swords. Give me a card for Two of Swords. Yeah. Right? Like I said, crossroads can be leading you in a little bit of a pivot if you switch direction here, to your happily ever after, to more happiness than you could probably conceive of. And it isn't outside of you. The answers are within you. So you want to make decisions from, you want to make decisions that are coming from your own sense of insight, your own sense of trusting that you have all the answers within you, and that all you need to do is kind of quiet the noise so you can sort of tap into what is an instinctual but well-reasoned decision, because it could be leading you somewhere really lovely. So that is the blessing. Now, in the warning here with the Five of Cups, maintaining this connection in a healthy way. Yeah, you want to give it time. Seven of Pentacles, you want that patience. You want to be able to, Seven of Cups, because, and the Five of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the two fives here. Conscious awareness, Five of Cups looking back. Unconscious awareness, Five of Swords. And maybe this is where some of the energies that are coming out here, where the Queen of Swords is coming from. Why the Two of Swords is your blessing. Because you may have questions about this person's intentions, and it may not have anything to do with them. It may have to do with the ghosts of relationships past. It could be about this person if you've had a particularly bumpy experience with them before, but I kind of feel like if you can kind of just plant your seeds of intention, take care of your side of the street. No need in looking back, right? You're not going that way, as I said. And you've got the Two of Cups right here, okay? As this person is bent over, cleaning up the three cups that tipped over, there's the Two of Cups right there, okay? So the connection is intact. And, can you get a a little in the weeds of the Seven of Cups, which can be some emotional overwhelm, some confusion, mixed messages that send you into like, uh-oh, here's a red flag. This has happened before. I felt the same way the last time. Different day, different person, different experience. Glean what you have to in a moment from the past, and then bifurcate that, right? Cut and shift and stay in a present energy of being patient as everything sorts itself out. That is sort of the warning, right? Don't get lost in the weeds of past, even if it's with this person, if you feel like you were sabotaged or set up. Now, obviously, I am not saying this about somebody who has been emotionally abusive or who has, turned your entire life upside down. That is not who I'm talking to, and this is probably not the reading for those people. I'm talking to those of you who have had something go amiss in the past with this person or any other relationship, and that becomes your field of vision. Okay? What this is telling you is the warning is take your time. Take your time. Everything will prove itself out. The Seven of Cups. Don't fall into illusion, delusion, fantasy. Stay focused on the seeds you've planted. Give it time to take root. Give it time to start to evolve more organically. And, one cup by one cup, all that overwhelm kind of dissipates and everything falls into a level set. Okay, but it's not going to be able to if you're living in the past of where you felt defeated or where you felt set up or where you felt sabotaged or where you felt gaslighted or where you trusted someone and you shouldn't have, right? If it's in the past, set it aside. It's not going to help you maintain this connection in a healthy way, okay? And I definitely feel that is connected to the Queen of Swords as well. So then let's see what's heartwarming here. Whoa. Come here. Two of Swords is your friend today. All right, let me get more cards. The Moon. Three of Swords. Well, the Two of Swords here is your blessing. So almost as if we know there's been some pain here. We can kind of connect this to the Five of Swords for sure. And maybe not in this connection. This could be a new connection, or there could have been a lot of healing already, but it feels to me like there's fear. There's some fear, apprehension, not really being able to tap into your intuition because you kind of externalize the situation and you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Because the Three of Swords is coming from unconscious awareness. So it's not like you're consciously zeroed in on it, but something doesn't settle in your bones, right? When something doesn't settle in your bones, it's usually coming from past hurt. Okay, so I'm going to say that. But the reason why this is in the heartwarming position is that the Two of Swords is your friend. It's helping you navigate to that happily ever after, and it's helping you avoid a crash and burn. But also, it's helping you crack the facade of something there's a remnant of. There's something old here. I almost feel this tower is from the past for the majority of you. So it's not like the future brings the tower. The future brings the blessing of your ability to check in with you. So you know, this is the decision I have to make. What's my purpose here? What's my aim? What's my agenda? What's going to really help me in this crossroads moment to avoid disaster. So then when we have the moon, and notice she's holding those swords by the moon, and here it is full. And this part we've kind of got a little crescent thing going on, but here we've got this full moon, which is, I don't know about you, but I get a little bit more anxious during a full moon than I do a new moon. Of course, like the wolf howling at it. But it's not just about our fears and our worries and our insecurities and our apprehensions. It's our memory. It's our emotions. It's our intuition. Because what we're dealing with the moon is what we can't see, what hasn't revealed itself yet. And then all of a sudden, boom, the Klieg light goes on and all the critters come crawling out. And that's why you've got the lobster coming out of the water, the dog and the wolf howling, right? Everything kind of, the light is blasting on it. And so we're kind of afraid of what we're about to see. But what I love here for you is that the Two of Swords is really your blessing, and it's what you can expect the future to hold, and this person to bring into your life that's a positive is your ability to check in with you, to calm your nerves, to touch base with your memories, but not let them run you. So that you're not operating from fear of pain. You're not operating from that. You can crack that facade and peel away the covering that's been shielding you from pain and reveal something new. Find that solid foundation and build it back up from there. So I really sort of like it. If now you had a tower with this person, I feel like the positive, is really to be found in the open expression of their emotions, right? How they kind of come in with their own vulnerability, which takes nerves of steel, how they come in and kind of hand over their heart, so that that's the beginning of building a new foundation. That's the paradigm shift. That's the difference in the change that's going to keep the tower from falling down again if it has already in the past. So that's sort of what I'm working with right here. For lack of a better phrase, I'm going to call your person the Knight of Cups. In the extended, this has really been focused mostly on you. And how this person is an energetic complement, we could say. We're going to look at them in the extended and kind of dive a little deeper into their hidden energy, what they want to say, what's their message to you, what are their feelings, what are their intentions, how are they operating from high vibration or low vibration. That's what I have. The links are below, and there are 3 different options, so be aware that if you just want one and done, it's option 2, right? The other 2 are monthly renewable memberships, monthly renewing, I should say. If you enjoyed the reading and you haven't yet done so, do subscribe to the channel wherever your little subscribe button is. It's free, it doesn't cost a thing, it helps support the channel. If you have a hype, like and hype, I really appreciate it. We're early in the week, yay. And your astrological associations for this reading, we have Pisces, we have Sagittarius, and we have Aries are your main from the main spread. All that to say, if you have those 3 signs, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Aries in your chart, or if your person does, it's extra added confirmation. Okay? All right, my loves, that's what I've got. And don't forget, your oracle says trying to rush the outcome may be creating tension. Loosen your grip, let life surprise you. And yeah, the tower can be surprise, and it doesn't always have to be kaboom. It can be, I never thought about that. I never saw that. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting that, in a positive way. And you're being guided by the Two of Swords, so that the decisions you're making are not based on what someone else is saying or what else is happening outside of you. It's an internal check-in. Okay, so I'm headed to the extended. The links are below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.